What is up, party people, and welcome back to another exciting WordPress tutorial. My name is Daryl Wilson, and today in this video, I'll walk you through how to create an amazing travel booking website step by step. So this is my travel website. Right away, you'll see users can go ahead and select their flight right here using this little search filter. So let's say, for instance, you finally want to make the trip over to Thailand, right? You've heard all about it. You want to go to Thailand. Right here, we have the origin. So let's say, for instance, I'm in Los Angeles, but you can always change the location, right? So I'll put New York. And when I type in New York, you're going to see that it's going to pull all the available airlines from New York using an API. So it's accurate, and it lists all these automatically. You don't have to enter any of these whatsoever. And for the destination, you'll see we have Bangkok. It actually lists all the available airports in Thailand. So Bangkok, Thailand. Here we'll depart from the 17th to the 21st. And for the passengers, you can select adults, children, or infants. You can also select economy or business, but we're flying business. It's a very long flight, so we're gonna go with business here. Once you are done with the search filter, you'll then click on search. And right away, you'll see that we have a variety of flights. The first one is the best flight for them, so it's optimal, so it's the cheapest and also the fastest. And then below that, we have cheapest right here. Your customers can also go ahead and use these filters to filter by the flights. And if we scroll down, you'll see we have tons of flights available from Los Angeles to Bangkok. So as you can tell, right, the customers can easily navigate through your website and find a flight that works for them. If we scroll down, you'll also see there's other ways we can present flight information. So here we have flights to London, to Bangkok, and also to Peru. And if we scroll down, you'll see that we have some other available flights here. So if they're looking for something and they see something right away, they can go ahead and click on a flight and book it directly from your websites. And if we scroll down, we have feature trips. So here we can add in some images and give some inspiration on some other places like Switzerland. In case you guys have not been to Switzerland, it's a must go. Zurich and Zermatt, beautiful place. I've been there. Really expensive though. Just be prepared to spend big bucks. Here we have New Zealand and Austria. And what's also really cool is your customers can actually book like with a map right here. So they can say, oh, we have Bangkok to wherever this is, and they can go ahead and find a ticket right here directly on this map. And if we scroll down, we have some more promotional material to encourage people to book on our websites and just some demo content. And we have our footer here at the bottom. So as you can tell, this is the complete booking website, and anyone can come to this website and book a flight directly on this website. Now you can offer a variety of different niches. So you can offer car rentals, cruises, hotel bookings, and so on and so forth. So up here, I'll click on hotel bookings, and let me walk you through how customers can actually book hotels on your website as well. So here's my landing page, right? I made this myself, right? And let's say, for instance, you want to book a hotel in Thailand, right? So right here, I'll go ahead and I'll put Bangkok. Actually, no, should we go to Phuket or something? Nah, we're going to Bangkok. So here we have the check-in date. So let's say, for instance, we want to check in on the 23rd to the 27th. And then right here, I'll click on confirm. Here we have the guests. So we can select the number of rooms, adults and children. I'll click on confirm, and then right here, I'll click on the search filter. And here is our search results. We have more than 3,350 hotels available for your customers. So as you can tell, this is the complete package. Anyone can come to our website and book a variety of things. They can book hotels, they can book airlines, cruises, and all sorts of cool vacation rental packages. What's even better is you don't need to waste all your time adding in all these flights and hotels manually. All this information is being pulled from various websites like trip.com, booking.com, and agoda.com. So your customers will have access to all of the hotels and flights from all around the world, no matter where they're searching from. So let me explain how all this works. We'll first start up a basic WordPress website. We'll import a quick starter template, use a drag and drop builder to design it, and get your travel website online and ready to go. Next, we will install a free plugin that will integrate with your website and allow users to search for their flights or hotels. You can actually offer other services as well, like tours, airport services, train bookings, cruise bookings, and a few others. It's easy. You select the program you want to join. Each program offers various commission rates. Once a customer books either a flight or a hotel through your website, you will then get a commission from that program. Now, once you join a program, you simply just select the widget you want to add to your website, such as a search form, special offers, and other various types of widgets. You can adjust the language or add in your own currency and also adjust the colors of the search widget. What's even better is your affiliate link will be automatically added to every search, so there's no need to track links or to worry about your links breaking. Once you're done customizing the widget, you copy the widget, paste it on your website, and you're done. You're now ready to make commissions from any flight booked on your websites. Now, making this website is easy as it sounds. I made this website in less than 60 minutes, and I was actually shocked about how easy it was to get everything set up, right? Now, this website is practical for pretty much anybody, right? Whether you're a travel agency and you want to book flights or hotels for your customers, or if you're one of those travel vloggers and you want to recommend specific places in the description of your videos, or if you're someone who wants to just book a flight for your family, you can always recommend them and make a commission. So if you all like what you saw so far, make sure to give me a big thumbs up. And with that said, let's go ahead and get started with this tutorial. Let's first go to step 1. Let's set up your WordPress websites. Now, there is a link in the description of this video. It'll take you to step 1, and that's to get your domain and web hosting. Okay, and this is Hostinger.com. Now, Hostinger.com is among one of the more reliable web hosts. They have great support and a free domain when you guys use my link in the description. Now, once you guys are here at the top left, if you click on this language tab, you guys can change the website to other various languages. So if you speak Spanish or you speak Dutch or Romanian or Japanese or whatever language that you want, you guys can go ahead and select your language right here. I'm gonna go ahead and select United States. Now, at the top right, you're gonna see hosting. So if I click on hosting right here, let's now click on web hosting. Next, we're gonna see this claim deal. So let's click on claim deal, and this will bring you to 3 different plans. So here we have 3 different plans, right? We have the premium, we have the business, and we have the cloud startup. Now for an e-commerce website, I would definitely recommend business or better. Generally for e-commerce websites, they do require more resources and more storage. So I do not recommend premium for this video. So you guys can always go with the business to get started, and you guys can always upgrade to the cloud startup a little bit later in your customer portal. So for now, just to get started, we can just go with the business plan. So right here, I'll click on add to carts. Okay, and the next thing is the time period. So here we have 4 different options, right? We have 1 month, 12 months, 24 months, and 48 months. Now, I would definitely recommend going with 12 months. 12 months will give you enough time to decide if this is for you or not. And you guys also get a free domain if you guys go with a 12-month or better plan. And just remember, you guys do get a 30-day money back guarantee for any reason. So you guys can always get your money back just in case this didn't work out for you. All right, let's go ahead and scroll down here. Next, we're going to talk about selecting a payment. And the cool thing is they take crypto. So you guys can use credit card, you guys can use PayPal, Google Pay, and also CoinGate, which I believe is cryptocurrency. Now right here, you'll enter in your first name, your last name, you'll put in your country of residence, yada, 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 and then you'll put your social security number. I'm just kidding, guys. You don't put that in, it's a joke. All right, it's a joke. All right, and below that, we have this option right here where we can enter a coupon code. Now, $59, guys, for a year of hosting is already dirt cheap, right? But we can actually use my coupon code, which will save you guys even more money. So right here, I'll click on have a coupon code, and we're gonna enter the coupon code Daryl10, and then click on apply. And this will actually save you guys a little bit more money. So the price went from $59 all the way to $53. And of course, if you guys do upgrade to cloud hosting, this also applies for cloud hosting and all the plans at Hostinger.com. All right, and once you guys go ahead and fill out all your information and you guys enter in your credit card information, you'll then click on the submit and secure payments. Once you guys do this, I will meet you guys on the very next page. Okay, so when you guys sign up, it'll bring you to this page right here. Now they're gonna ask you various questions, but I do recommend to skip it and just install WordPress. So at the bottom right here, I'll click on skip. So next it's gonna ask us what tools we want to use to build our website with. I also recommend to skip this because they're just going to install a bunch of various plugins and themes that we're also not gonna use. So at the bottom right here, again, let's click on skip. Okay, so next you're gonna enter in your domain name. Now think long and hard because this is the actual name of your website. In case you guys are total noobs and are still not sure what a domain name is, it is typically the address of your website where people enter to access your website. So think long and hard and just go ahead and enter it right here. I'll go ahead and enter a domain name here. So I entered in Wilson Daryl Tutorial, and what's also cool is they do give you other suggestions for other domain names, so that's also pretty helpful. So right here, I'll claim my free domain, and then I'll click on next. Okay, so next you guys need to enter in your personal information on who actually owns this domain. This is typically required by ICANN laws, and it also is helpful if you guys ever want to sell your domain because you can claim ownership of your personal domain. So right here, I'll just say this is personal, and then I'll go ahead and click on next step. So next you'll enter in your contact details, and this is important because this will show where your business was registered. You guys can also use your business address or where your business was incorporated. Once you guys fill out this information at the bottom right here, we'll then click on Finish Registration. So next we have the target audience. So you're gonna select the location of where you are doing business, and this will actually lead to faster loading times. For example, I'm in the United States, so I'm gonna select United States. However, if I do business in France or something, I can always select like France if my audience is in France, but I'm in the United States, so I'm just going to select the United States region right here. And this will actually lead to faster loading times for this specific audience. So I'm gonna go ahead and select United States, and then I'll click on Next. Okay, so this is the Hostinger dashboard, and this is where you guys can access all of the information about your domain name. Now, the very first thing that you guys will need to do is verify the domain that you guys purchased. So you guys will go ahead and check the email inbox right here, and you guys are gonna see an email from Hostinger. This is important because they need to verify the domain that it's actually you. So go ahead and verify this information. Now, the first thing I'll do is verify my email address for Hostinger. So right here, I'll click on Verify Email. Then I'll click on Confirm. Okay, now we're not done just yet. We'll also need to go back here and we'll need to verify the domain in the actual email. So let's go over here to Inbox, and then right here it's gonna say verify your contact information for your domain. I'll click on this email, and then right here I'll click on this link. I'll go ahead and click on Confirm, and that's it. So our domain has now been verified by Hostinger. So let's go back to our dashboard over here, and now let's go ahead and just refresh this page. And after that, you guys will see that all of the notices have disappeared and our domain is now fully active. Now let's install WordPress. So over here on the bottom left, you'll see websites. Right here, you'll see WordPress. Go ahead and click on WordPress. Now it's going to say install WordPress. So right here, I'll click on install. So next we're going to create some login credentials. So make sure that you guys do write this down. And this is important because you guys will need this information when you want to log in and log out of WordPress, right? So I'll go ahead and put Daryl Wilson tutorial. This is my email address. This is important because if you guys do forget your WordPress password, it will be sent to this specific email on file. You'll create a username and then also a password. Once you guys create this information, here at the bottom right, you'll click on Next. So now it's going to ask us which version of WordPress we want to install. Just always go with the recommended because this is usually the most stable and up to date. So at the bottom right here, I'll click on Install. Okay, so once you guys click on Install WordPress, it'll bring you to this dashboard right here. Now to log into your website with Hostinger, all you got to do is click on this admin panel, and this will log you into WordPress and also your website. So go ahead and click on Admin Panel. Okay, and here is your WordPress dashboard. Now, it may bring you somewhere else, right? Hostinger consistently updates their plugins, so right now it's bringing me to this page, but you might have visited another page. Regardless, if you want to visit your website, here at the top left, I'll click on Visit Sites. And here is your new WordPress website. Now, it is using a default theme called 2024. And it just basically slapped a bunch of just random, junk on your website just to give it some flavor and taste, right? But not to worry, we're going to import a starter template and we're going to make this a really nice travel website. So to go back to your dashboard up here at the top, let's click on Dashboard. Now, before we go on any further, let's first adjust some of the general settings. So over here, let's go over here to Settings and let's click on General. Now here is where you can adjust your email. So if you ever want to change your email for WordPress, you can do it right here. Also, for those of you who speak different languages, you can adjust the language right here. They have more than 100 languages. It's crazy. I don't even know how they translate this many into WordPress, right? Here we have the date formats and the time formats. And then, you can change week starts on, but that's weird. I don't even know why that option's there, to be honest, right? But regardless, I'll click on Save Changes. Next, I'll go over here and under User, I'll click on Profile. Now here's where you can change the color scheme of the backend of WordPress. So you can change this to modern, to blue, to midnights, to all these different colors. I do like midnights. I just feel like that's easier on the eye for tutorials. So I'm gonna click midnight for me. We're gonna scroll down. You can go ahead and put in your first name, your last name if you wanna update your information. Also, here is where you can also update your email. Now, this is important because if you forget your password for WordPress, WordPress will send it to this specific email on file. So make sure you have access to this email. Scrolling down here, if you want to change your password for WordPress, you can do that right here just by clicking on Set New Password, and then you can, type something in and generate a new password for your websites. Once you're done setting those options, I'll then click on Update Profile. Okay, now the very last option is here under Settings. Let's click on Permalinks. You're gonna change your permalink structure to post name. This is important because most websites, have the format of yourwebsite.com/contact us, right? Or about us, not all these numbers and archive pages. It's a disaster. Make sure that you have post name checked. Once you have that checked, we'll scroll to the bottom and then click on Save Changes. Okay, now the very next thing that we're gonna do is I'll show you how to log in and log out of WordPress. So here I'll click on Visit Site, and let's say you wanna work on your website from various locations, right? Here at the top, you'll see this little log out. I'll click on Log Out. And this is gonna log me out of WordPress, right? Now, if I ever want to log back into WordPress, all I'm gonna do is go to my website and then type in -wp-admin, just like that, and then press enter. And this will prompt you to the WordPress screen right here. And all you're gonna do is you're gonna enter in your credentials. Now, for those of you who actually forgot your email or your password, which I have had some comments of people getting locked out of their website, you can always log back into WordPress directly through the Hostinger portal. So you'll see right here, this is my website. And if I click on Admin Panel, this will also log you right back into the websites. And voila, we are logged right back into WordPress. So that's how you can log in and log out of your WordPress website so you can work on your website from any location. Okay, so we got our website up and running. Now in this next section, we're going to import a starter template, and then I'll walk you through how to use the drag and drop page builder. You don't need to be an expert with Elementor, but you just need to know like the very bare basics of using this page builder, right? Just so that you're not left in the dark, right? So in this part of the video, I'll walk you through how to import a starter template and also how to use the drag and drop page builder called Elementor. You guys ready? Let's go. Okay, now the next thing we're gonna do is we're now going to install a WordPress theme. So over here, you'll see Appearance. Let's click on Themes. At the top, I'll click on Add New Theme. Now, before we install a WordPress theme, let me quickly explain what a WordPress theme is and what does it do for your website. First, let's talk about what is a WordPress theme. Every website you make with WordPress requires a specific WordPress theme. Without getting too techy, a WordPress theme is a general style and layout of your current website. Each WordPress theme has different options in the theme customizer. The options can range from a header and a footer builder, different blog post layouts, controlling the width of your website like a blocks or a full width, or specific e-commerce features like product layouts or different shop page layouts. A WordPress theme generally controls the layout and style of your current WordPress website. A WordPress theme does not build the website itself, but it's more of an outside shell for the page builders and a starting point to build your WordPress website. Okay, you got that? So a WordPress theme generally controls different parts of the website that the page builder normally does not. But today, page builders are getting better and better, and they're actually controlling most of the website. It's crazy. Now, over here under Search Themes, we're gonna type in the Blocksy theme. Just like that, Blocksy, and here is the Blocksy theme. Now, the Blocksy theme, hands down, is probably one of the best rated WordPress themes. You'll see right here, it has 833 positive 5-star reviews. It is a great WordPress theme. So make sure that you install this theme. So you'll click on Install. You can see I've already have it installed, right? And then once you're done installing it, you'll then click on Activate. Now the very first message it's going to prompt is it wants to install the Blocksy Companion. So right here, you'll click on Install Blocksy Companion. Essentially what this does is it adds more features. It gives you access to the demo templates and a few other features. Okay, it'll bring you to this screen right here. In case you guys get lost, here at the top left, you'll see Blocksy. You can just click on this and it'll prompt you back to this screen. So this is the Blocksy theme, right? They have a, they have a bunch of tabs right here, but we're not gonna go through all that. All they want is the starter sites. So we're gonna click on starter sites. And for all builders, we're gonna click on Elementor. Do not use Gutenberg. Brizzy's not bad. That's a good builder, actually. I kind of like Brizzy. I wish they had more developments, but we're going to stick with Elementor for this video. And we're going to scroll down, and I have one favorite template that I use, and that is going to be all the way at the bottom right here called Travel. So here is the template I want to use. So right here under the travel, let's click on import. Next, it's going to ask us about a child theme. This really isn't necessary, not unless you're a developer, right? So if you're entering a bunch of code on your website, you might want to install a child theme, but if you're not a coder, no real issue. So right here, let's click on next. We're gonna select the page builder, click on Elementor, and then click on next. We can go ahead and install these plugins if we choose, right? We actually need Elementor, so make sure all these are checked. Right here, I'll click on next, and I want a clean install. So right here, let's click on install. And this is gonna import the starter templates. So just give this maybe 20, 30 seconds. All right, so the starter site has imported successfully. Right here, let's click on view site. All right, and look at that. We now have this beautiful travel website. You'll see it does look very similar to our demo. I did make a little bit of modifications and stuff like that. Like I changed the titles right here and stuff like that. But overall, I think this is a great little travel website. You know, it's a great starter website to get you started. It does have various pages as well. So this is the home page. They also have a blog where you can actually create, you know, blog posts about top 10 best places to go, 9 best things to eat at this country or whatever. Here's the About Us page. If you want to add a little About Us page, talk about your business or talk about who you are and you're a vlogger or whatever, you can go ahead and add all this right here. And then lastly, we have the contact page, which is just like a standard contact page where they can go ahead and contact you with any questions. And this contact form will send emails, whatever email you have on file with WordPress. Okay? All right. So let's go over here to the home page. Okay, so now that we've imported this starter template, let me show you all how to use the page builder. Now, if you go to our demo website over here, you're gonna notice it does look a little similar, right? So it does have a similar landing page. I use the images right here from the starter templates. If I scroll down, you're gonna see that I actually changed the text right here. So you'll see I have the same images, right? But I just added in different types of content like Switzerland, Austria, New Zealand. I threw in a Google Maps. You'll see right here, I just made some quick modifications. Like I just changed the color. And yeah, but it is the same template that I imported on our website. So let me walk you through how to use the Elementor page builder. So to edit your website, here at the top, let's click on Edit with Elementor, and this will turn on the page builder. Okay, so turning on the page builder, it lets us know that we have to create a default kit. Sometimes that happens, so just click on Recreate Kits right here. Click on Recreate Kits, and then dismiss that, and click on Save Changes. With the Blocksy theme, that does happen sometimes. I'm not really sure why, but it is actually a native problem with Blocksy, but it's no problem. So after you reactivate the kit, you can then go ahead and turn back on the page builder. So go ahead and click on Edit with Elementor. Okay, so this is the Elementor page builder. Now you'll see right away that we have elements right here. Now on the left side, you're gonna see that you have these elements, right? So here is like the layout. These are like containers of where you can put elements in. And here are the basic elements, such as like a heading text. We also have like a text editor, and we have a few other modules, right? Now, to be honest, you don't need to be an expert with Elementor. You know, we're actually not gonna use the builder that much. We're gonna use it to modify the homepage and stuff like that, but you don't need to be a pro with this builder. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and click on the X right here, and I wanna start from scratch. So also here, you'll see that we have this little column. I'm gonna right click on this, and I'll delete it. And now we're stuck with square one. Here, I'll actually delete this too right here. All right, so I'll delete that too, right? So we have this box right here, right? And let's say, for example, you want to drag in elements. So right here, we can throw in a container, right? And then I'll click on the add elements, and this is where we can just add in elements, right? So right here, I'll throw in a heading text. Now for every element, you're gonna have 3 tabs. You have the content tab. This essentially controls the content within the elements. You then have the style tab. The style tab will control the color, sometimes the position, and also the typography of the elements. And then we have the advanced tab. This typically will add in margin and padding, like it'll add in space and stuff like that. So for example, you'll see right here, we can add in space. Also, it adds in really cool things like motion effects. For example, if you want to throw in a little animation thingy, you'll see you can animate it in various different ways, right? Looks pretty cool. All right, but yeah. If you want to delete an element, you can right click on the element, and then you can also delete it like that. And that will actually delete the element and then bring you back to square one, right? So the Elementor works by just dragging in elements, right? And then here you can type in like, your new travel websites. Under the style tab, you'll see I can go ahead and center this, right? And then for the typography, if I click on this pencil, you'll see I can adjust the size, right? I can also change the fonts. So go ahead and close this little banner thingy. Here we go. We can change the fonts, you know. I actually use a really unique font. I think it was like M+1 or something like that. But yeah, so here's a bunch of fonts you can use, right? Now let's say for instance you modified that. You want to throw in some more, text editor right here. Go ahead and put it below that, right? Here I'll go ahead and center that. And then maybe we can throw in here a button at the bottom, right? Now sometimes if you don't want to search for it, because I realize there's a lot of elements here, you can just type it in. So I'll just type in button, right? And then you'll see button displays right here. I'll drag it right there. And then I will center it in the style, right? And then from here, we can go ahead and style the button, right? But yeah, that's a quick little crash course, right? But I'm gonna go ahead and delete this right now. So let's go ahead and imitate our other website over here. So we have find your next vacation stay. So let's go ahead and just add in a heading text right here, all right? Here I'll center this under style. And we're gonna put find your next vacation stay. Now, really quick, before we keep going on here, I do want to show you all the global feature. So over here, I'll click on Site Settings. And then here we have some global fonts and colors. Now, instead of actually going and changing all of the fonts throughout the website and all the colors, independently, you can use their global font system. So for example, I'll click on Global Fonts. And then here we have primary, secondary, text, and then the accent, right? So for the primary, for the family, I'm gonna pick M+2, right? M+2. I don't know what made me choose that font, to be honest. And then I'll change that to bold, okay? I'll go ahead and click away. And then for the secondary, obviously, this is for smaller boxes and stuff like that, but I'll enter in the same fonts. So M+2, right? And that would be normal, so I don't want that bolded, right? And then just our basic text fonts, we can change this also like M+2 and make sure that's normal weights, okay? And then I'll click on Save Changes. Okay, now we can also do this with colors. So I'll click back right here and then I'll click on Global Colors. So when you drag in an element, it's typically going to use these colors and you can always adjust these. So for example, if you want that booking.com blue, you can go ahead and use that specific color. For the secondary, if you want to add a secondary color, we can go ahead and throw that in right here. I'll just put a black, right? And then for the accents, I'll throw in something else like a lighter shade blue, right? Just like that, okay? And then I'll click on Save Changes. If you're not sure what I'm doing right now, don't worry. Once we start messing with elements, this will all make more sense. So now that I've done that, I now want to close this. Okay, so going back over here to our website, so now that we've actually selected the global fonts and colors, here in typography, you'll see that I can just click primary, and this is going to change it to that specific font that we wanted, right? So we don't have to look through it and set all the options because they're already gonna be set right here just by clicking on the primary, right? And then also we have the text color. So if at any time you want to use those colors that you set for global fonts and colors, you can go ahead and access them right here. And if you want to adjust them, you can just go ahead and click on Manage Global Colors and go back to that section. But really quick, let's go ahead and make this bigger right here, right? So I want to make this bigger, right? And then maybe we'll add in an underline, right? There we go. So find your next vacation stay. So the next thing I want to do is I want to change this background, right? So I'm going to right click on this and click on Edit Section. And now as of right now, I'm actually designing the background. So over here we have Style, and this is where you can upload your own image or you can upload a flat color. So for example, I'll click on Remove. And let's say you want that booking.com blue or something like that. You can just use that color that I talked about right here. And then maybe even throw in the little, we'll throw in the search filter a little later. But you can go this route or you can just use an image. So here is the media library. And these images right here were uploaded automatically when we imported the starter templates, but I want to upload my own image. So up here, upload files, select files. Now in the description of this video, I actually have this image for all of you, so you can go ahead and import this image. So I'll click on open. Of course, I mean, there's a lot of images you guys can use, right? There's tons of them, but yeah. Here, click on select. And there we go, right? Now here, let's click on the advanced tab. So you might have noticed that we have a lot of space right here, and that's too much space. So let's like change the padding here. So remember, padding is space, right? So for example, if I put 0 padding, you'll see it's very tight and there's no space, right? If I add in 100 padding, you'll see it kind of adds a little bit more space, and so on and so forth, right? So I'll put in something like 250. There we go, wait, 250. All right, there we go, okay? So we have find your next vacation stay, and then we have this section, and everything looks pretty good. The only thing that we need to add is the plugin, but we'll do that in the very next section. But overall, you can see once we add in the little search filter right here, it'll actually complete the page and it'll look just like this, right? So yeah, that is pretty much the landing page. Here, I'll click on publish. This will actually save the progress, okay? Now we're gonna scroll down right here, and now we have this section where it says popular destinations. Now you can go ahead and just like maybe change the titles right here to like, you know, Norway, right? Or this will be like Vietnam, right? And then you can delete these right here if you want, right? Or if you want to say, you know what, I want to add in, you know, something else right here, maybe talk about Vietnam, you can go ahead and go that route, right? So you can go ahead and drag and drop these elements throughout the page. Now, if you don't want to use these sections, you can just click on the X right here, and that will delete the section, right? Same thing right here. I'll click on X and then just delete the section. And then right here, obviously, you can go ahead and, you know, adjust this text, like, you know, let's see here. Our best travel experience. And if you want, you can add in more elements, or you can just go ahead and right click and delete those elements, right? So I think you can understand that this is a very simple to use drag and drop page builder. It's not that complicated. Here, I'll change this to Switzerland, right? And then over here, this will be like, you know, Norway, and then also this will be like California. And then this section, let's just say I don't want it, I'll just click on the X and then I will delete that section, right? So that is pretty much a quick little rundown of how to use Elementor. I do have other tutorials on how to use this page builder, but I think at this point we are ready to go. So let's go ahead and click on publish here at the top right. Okay, so now that we know how to use this page builder, now we're going to install a free plugin called Travel Payouts. Now we're going to integrate this on our website, and then we're gonna make a free account with a website called Travel Payouts. This will give us the ability to pull all the API from all these various travel websites. And in case you cannot find it, I'll put it in the description. It's called travelpayouts.com. It's a great website, a great plugin. So we're going to incorporate now the travel aspect into our WordPress websites. You guys ready? Let's go. Okay, so now let's talk about how we can implement the travel booking on our websites. So in order to do that, let's first install a free plugin. So let's go back over here and click on Exit to WordPress. At the top left, I'll click on the WordPress icon, and this will take us back to the backend of WordPress. Now over here under plugins, let's click on Add New Plugin. Now for search plugins, we're gonna type in Travel Payouts. So here's the plugin that we need. It's called Travel Payouts. So right here, let's click on Install Now, and then let's click on Activate. Okay, now you're gonna see that you have these notices here on the back end. I can just go ahead and close this one right here, and I'll also close this one right here. Now on the bottom left, you're gonna see Travel Payouts. Go ahead and click on Travel Payouts. Okay, so this is the plugin, but we don't need to really mess with anything right here. We're gonna click on the account right here, and then you're gonna click on Get API Token and Affiliate ID. So under this link, go ahead and click here. Okay, so this is travelpayouts.com. Now there's a link to this website in the description. Now this website will actually pull the API from booking.com, Agoda, trip.com, kiwi.com, a bunch of different travel websites, and they're gonna integrate it directly onto your websites. So if you click on that link, it'll bring it to the sign up page. So right here, let's click on sign up. Now you're just gonna simply enter in your email and then create a password, and then you'll click on create accounts. Once you do that, I will then meet you in the Travel Payouts account dashboard. So let me explain how all this works. You go ahead and you enroll in these programs. Each program has a different commission rate, and they also have a different cookie duration as well. For example, booking.com will give you a 5% commission, and also provide lifetime cookies if you enroll one of their customers. So whatever the customer spends when booking through booking.com, they will give you a 5% commission rates. Agoda right here will give you a 7.2 commission rates. And just remember, this is on the total sale. So for example, if someone spends $1,000 with booking.com, you'll get a 5% commission rate from the $1,000, which is essentially 50 bucks. Now, really quick, here at the top, you're gonna see that we have more categories. So we have trains and buses, insurances, hotels, accommodations, and flights. So let's click on flights really quick. Now what that's gonna do, that's gonna filter all the available programs for flights. So you're gonna see that we have AirHelp, we have Cheapo Air, Omio, and then we have a list of other various programs. Now obviously the programs that are more established will give you less commission rates, and the programs that are less established like AirHelp, they'll give you a higher commission rate, anywhere between 5 to 20%, right? But let's go ahead and scroll down. Now this program right here, you can enroll in right now. So some of these programs, they have specific conditions you have to meet. If you don't meet those conditions, they will not allow you to enroll in the program. Some of those means you might have to have a website for more than 2 months. Others means you might need to have a well-established brand before they accept you. Others have no requirements whatsoever and you can join right away. Avia Sales will allow you to join right away. So what you can do here is you can go ahead and enroll in the program, right? Once you enroll in the program, you will then get all these available options. Now, in case you want to learn how to enroll in a program, over here, I'll click on all, I'll click on flights, and then all you'll do right here is click on details, and then you're gonna see this connect to program. So this is gonna be basically for every single program out there. You'll see right here, this does require brand's approval. So by clicking on connect to program, they might have specific conditions. So the conditions for every program are pretty simple. You have to have travel content. Your website cannot be at least 2 months old. So if you started this video, no problem. That'll give you tons of time to actually write content for your websites. Allows you to organically integrate affiliate links. So basically, not a static website, but we're using WordPress, so we are, checked for there. And do not contain offensive information or illegal actions like gambling or negative content, right? So I'll click on all good. And then right here, I'll click on explore program. And that's it. So as of right now, we've applied for the program and then we'll get a response from them within 48 hours. Now, in case you want to actually go with programs that don't require approval rates, you can just go ahead and explore them really quick. So here I'll click on connected. Here's some programs that have no specific requirements. So trip.com, kiwi.com, tickets.com, Kiwi Taxi, this one right here, Get Transfer, Avia Sales, and then C-Radar. So I personally joined all these programs and I was accepted automatically, and there is no condition to actually join these programs. So what I want you guys to do is I want you to enroll in the Avia Sales program. So at the top up here, you can type in Avia, and here is the program, and I want you to join this specific program, and I'll walk you through how to implement the tools on your websites. So here I'll click on tools. Okay, now once you do get accepted into the program, you'll see a page very similar to this one right here. Now we have links. This is our affiliate link. We also have widgets, and I think this is actually gonna be the most important thing that we're gonna use. There is something right here called landings. I did think this is actually really cool. You can actually use this and click on this and apply this on your website and actually use this as an actual website. So you don't even need to have a website. You can actually just run ads and use their page right here as a landing page. The only reason why I don't like this is because it is a little scammy in a way, like you don't really get a brand. So I think adding a brand to your website is a lot more important than try to make a quick commission, So over here, let's click on widgets. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take these widgets and then we're gonna apply it to our websites. So the very first one right here, you're gonna see that we have this Avia search form. Let's go ahead and click on setup. Okay, so right away you'll see that we have, we have this preview of this banner right here, and we can modify this banner with the options on the left side. Now, one thing I love about this website is this box right here will automatically integrate your affiliate link into this box. So no matter what the customer searches for, you will get a commission if they decide to book through your link, which is actually really cool. So here we can go ahead and change the language. You can adjust the currency. And then also here we have hosts. Now, once you join more programs, you'll see that you can go ahead and change the host. Here we have appearance. This will allow you to change the color, right? So for the primary color, maybe I want it like that booking, booking.com blue, right? Booking.com blue. So you'll see we got that blue, but we also have to change it for everything. So we also need to change it for the, the button color, right? So we'll go ahead and change this to that, right? Okay. And so on and so forth. So I think you all get the point, right? Now let's go ahead and scroll down. Now I do actually want to hide some of these labels and logo. I do want to hide the labels, and I also do want to hide the logos. I don't want to let users know that I'm using this because they might just go directly to that website and not book through my, through my filter. So I might lose commissions, right? So I do want to hide the labels and also hide the logos. Here I'll click on filters. Now, if you want to add a start origin and an end destination, you can add that right here, right? So for example, I'll type in New York, right? Now this actually might be very strategic. So if you have an audience in New York and you are advertising like, going to Indonesia, you can say, hey everybody, I'm in Indonesia, I'm from New York, go ahead and check the link, and there's a direct flight directly to Indonesia or something, right? So I'll type in Indonesia. All right, and we're gonna type in, we're gonna click on Bali. So now you're gonna see the origin changes from New York to Bali, right? So this is a strategy if you want to advertise a specific region. Now, what you can also do here is just close that right there. And what's really cool is it's going to leave this blank, right? So it's going to actually pick up the origin of where you're actually searching. So if the person is searching from Los Angeles, it's going to autofill Los Angeles. If the person is searching from Egypt, it will autofill Egypt. So what you can do here is leave the origin blank and then also leave the destination of where you want the user to go, right? If you don't want to recommend anywhere, you can just have them both empty, and then it just becomes a blank search box, right? So I'll go ahead and close that again, right? So as you can see, you can go ahead and design this to your liking. Now, really quick, I do want to get rid of this add checkbox, show hotels. I only want to direct users, to specific regions. I don't really want to advertise hotels. In fact, I did use it before this tutorial and I found that it didn't really work too well. So once you're done making all the modifications to your search filter, now we're going to paste this on our websites. So at the bottom right here, I'll click on copy code. Now let's go ahead and go back to our websites. Okay. And let's visit the website. Now let's go ahead and turn on the page builder. All right. Now this is really simple. All I'm going to do here is type in HTML because this is HTML code. And I'm going to take this and drag it below there. Now I'm going to go ahead and paste in that code right here in the HTML code. And then I'll click on publish. Now, while you're editing the website, it's not going to show you the actual banner. And that's just because you need to close the editor in order to see the changes. But you can always click on this little eye right here that says preview changes, and this will give you a demonstration of what it looks like. So right away, you'll see that we have this new cool little banner. So for example, I'm in Bangkok right now. And let's say I want to go to Los Angeles, right? Los Angeles. You're going to see all this autofills. I mean, I love this. This is so convenient, right? And I want to go on the, what should we book, guys? 2nd to the 10th, 1 passenger. And I want business. We're going to fly business. We're going to fly big time. So now what that's going to do here, that's going to use my affiliate link. It's going to redirect users to aviasales.com. And users can go ahead and find flights directly on this website. So essentially what we're doing here is we're pulling all the API and information on from this website onto our websites. And then you'll see that these are pretty accurate, right? So you'll see that from Bangkok to Los Angeles, Monday, September 2nd. If we go over here to our search filter, you'll see Bangkok to Los Angeles, September 2nd to the 10th. And remember, I booked business. I like business. So you'll see all these are pretty accurate, right? So we have Monday, September 2nd, Bangkok to LAX, right? And so on and so forth. You'll also see that this is business. So you'll see at the top right here, this is business. So this worked perfectly. And this is a great way on how to integrate flights on your website without having to actually create custom post types and adding in like 1,000 different places. This is probably the most convenient way. And also it'll make you a lot of money. So now let's go over here to our websites. you're gonna see that, I made some small changes, right? I added in a little bit of space right here. So you can make some touch-ups, right? So let's go back over here, right? Now for the advanced, I wanna add in some padding below that, right? I wanna add a little bit of space, right? A little bit too close. And for this section in the back, I also wanna add in some padding. So for the advanced, I wanna add in some padding to the bottom, right? Like, I don't know, 110. Here, I'll click on publish. And you can make, modifications as you go, right? So here, click on preview changes. And then you'll see that now we have a little bit more space right here. And then we have space right there. And ultimately, it looks great. Now let's go ahead and add in this next section, right? So if we go to our website and I scroll down, you're gonna see that we have this section right here. So let's go ahead and add in these 3 columns. So going back to our website here, okay, I'll close that. And now you're gonna see that we can go ahead and add in more widgets. So you'll see right here we have popular, popular routes. Here I'll click on setup. And essentially what I did here was I made 3 different columns and I added 3 different popular routes. So you'll see right here we have London, right? And on the left side, we can adjust this just like the previous widget. So you can enter in a default destination. You can change the language, change the currency. Number of flights. So if you don't want that many flights, you can go ahead and adjust this, but I'll just put like 6, right? Here under appearance, you'll see we can adjust the width of this. So if you do think it's too big, you can change the width, and also you can change the primary color. But the great thing is Elementor is responsive out of the box. So Elementor will actually resize this automatically. So let's just, show you what I'm talking about here. I'll go ahead and click on copy code, and now let's go back to our website. Okay, so now I want to add in a new section. So right here, I'll click on the plus again, click on Flexbox, and then I want to click on a 3-column row, right? And I want to adjust this so it's even, right? I want 33 and a third, right? 33 and a third. Let's see here. There we go. Okay, good. There we go. We got it. All right, we're going. All right. Now, really quick, I want to show you all how to center things. So I'm going to click on Edit Container right here. And under Justify Contents, I just want to click on Center, right? So now it's in the centered. Next, let's take that HTML code, and now let's place it in these boxes. So right here, HTML, right? Take this, I'll drag it, and then I'll paste it. Okay, and just for tutorial's sake, let's just go ahead and add in more, right? So HTML, right? Take this, drag that there, I'll paste that. Over here, HTML. And then I will also do the same thing here, and then I'll paste it. Once you're done, you'll click on Publish. Now, without closing the box, I'll just click on the Preview Changes, and this will actually show you our work. Okay, scroll down, and voila. Now we have popular destinations, and here we have our destinations. Now, in case you want to change the specific location, what I did over here was I actually changed the origin destination for each one. So for example, I don't want them all the same, right? Because that looks kind of stupid to have all the same ones. So what I'll do here is I will type in Bangkok for destination city. And here we have a list of airports. So this is the international airport in Thailand. It's called Suvarnabhumi. I'll go ahead and click on that. And what's also really cool about this is you're gonna see the background also changes. How about that? So I'll click on copy code, and I'll go back to our website over here, and I'll just, get rid of this, and I'll enter a new one, all right? And we'll do this one more time. So where should we do now? Where should we go? Let's do Poland, right? Poland, all right, let's do Poland. All right, Warsaw, I've never been to Poland. I heard it's really nice. Maybe I should go there soon. I'm actually going to Europe next month. And then you'll see, voila, we have this beautiful background for Poland. I'll copy the code. And under this box over here, I'll go ahead and paste in that box. And then there we go, publish. All right, now let's take a look at our websites and let's see what's going on here. So here is our, our banner. I'll scroll to the bottom and look at that. I mean, that looks so much more beautiful. Congratulations, everyone, give yourself a clap. Yeah, clap, great job, great job. That looks really good. So that is how we can incorporate this section here. Now, if we keep scrolling down, you're gonna see I made this whole new section about fast getaways. And I think at this point you understand how all this works. So let's go over here, all right? I'm going to delete this, all right? Delete this, and delete this. And now I'm just going to insert the HTML code for that specific widgets. So going back over here, I'll close that. And we're going to use this one, right? Okay. Now, obviously, you know how to, adjust all this to your liking, but I'm just going to click on copy code, go to our website, and we're going to insert the HTML widgets right here, and we're going to drag and drop and paste that bad boy in there. Here, I'll click on publish, and I'll preview the website. All right, so here's our search filter. Here's our popular destinations. And here is the beautiful, I guess I want to say flights, right? So yeah, so you can see it syncs up directly with the website. It looks really professional. I don't think anyone would even think that this is actually part of another website, right? So it looks great, it integrates really well, and everything is very accurate. That's what I love, right? It's going to give your customers a really good experience. So let's go ahead and incorporate the very last one. And this was the maps. And I think you guys know, guess what? We're just going to throw in HTML code. So up here, add elements, type in HTML, and I will take this. Oh, we got to add a new section here, actually. Here, I'll go ahead and insert a flex box, right? Over here, type in HTML, take this, and we are going to go back to Avia Sales, and we are going to paste in the map, right? So over here, setup. Here, I'll click on copy code. Okay. And I'll go back to our websites and I'll paste that in there. And then I'll click on publish. Okay. Now let's go ahead and preview the website. All right. Let's go ahead and scroll down. Popular destinations, best travel experience. And if you scroll down, we now have our beautiful menu right here, or this map right here. Okay, so now let's say, for instance, you wanted to add a new page right here, okay, so now let's say, for instance, you wanted to create another page right here, and that's something like hotels, right? So here we have flights, but customers may also want to book hotels, right? So let's go up here and click on plus new and click on page. And for the title, we'll put hotel booking. And then up here, I'll click on publish and publish. Once that's done, I'll click on edit with Elementor. While that's loading, let's go to our programs over here, and you're gonna see that we have all these available programs, right? So all you're gonna do is click on the category that you want to promote, and then you're gonna see that you have a list of these specific programs. So what I wanna do is I wanna use trip.com, right? So I'll click on tools under trip.com. Now, just to reiterate here, so every single program has their own widgets. So you're going to see right here that they have their own set of widgets. So they have hotel search and then a search form. This is for flights, but I want to use the hotel search. So I'll click on setup, and you're going to see they don't have that much options for this. So all I want to do here is click on copy code, and then I'll just paste this on the website. So going back over here, I'll throw in a flex box. Click on the plus, and then we're gonna throw in an element here, and then I will paste the code in. Okay, and then all I gotta do here is click on preview changes, and voila. Now we have this section right here where people can go ahead and book their specific flights, right, or their hotel here in New York from September 11th to the 18th, and then right here I'll click on search. And voila, now you'll see that we have all these available hotels right here in New York. How amazing is that? Now I want to show you all a quick strategy here. If you decide to do this, I would personally recommend to make a whole nother website for this because I think they're very niche. However, if you do want to use the same website, what you can do here is you can actually use the same templates from this page right here and then add it to the other pages. If you go to my websites and you click on hotel bookings, you're actually gonna see that it's the same exact website. I just simply changed the backgrounds, I added in some different images, but ultimately you're gonna see that it's the same website. In case you do wanna go this route, you can actually save this as a template, right? So over here, what I'll do is I'll go ahead and turn on the page builder. And at the top right, I wanna click on save as templates. Here I put in booking templates, all right? I'll click on save. Okay, so here's my templates. If I go back over here, I can actually use that templates. So what I first want to do is refresh this page. Now really quick, I want to get rid of this title right here. This is actually from the WordPress theme. So on this gear icon, I'll click on under page layouts. I'm going to select Elementor full width. This will get rid of the title. And now we're just left with the page builder. Here, I'll click on this folder, or first let's delete this really quick. All right, let's start from scratch. Okay. Here, I'll click on the folder, and then I'll click on My Templates. Here, you'll see that Booking Templates. I'll insert this, and I'll click on Apply. And voila. Now you'll see we have the same websites on this specific page. And all we need to do here is we just need to change the background. We need to add in the different code. So for this code, I want to use the code for the hotels, right? So I'll paste this in. And then I'll put find your next hotel stay. Okay. And then for the backgrounds, under style, I'll just choose like a hotel or something, you know. Let's see if we can find like a hotel. Here, I'll just go ahead and use this one here. You have a picture of that little cottage, right? So that might work, right? So find your next hotel stay, and you'll see that we have this little, you know, we got a little hotel there or something, right? And then from here, you'll go ahead and change these, right? So you'll adjust all of these to actually represent hotels, right? So we can go ahead and adjust all of these, you know, everything for a hotel. And then once you're done, you'll click on Publish. So let's go ahead and quickly close out of this, and let's add this to the menu. So at the top left, I'll click on Exit to WordPress. I'll click on the WordPress logo. Under Appearance, now let's click on Menus. So here is our current menu, and under Pages, I'll click on View All, and I want to add in the hotel booking, and I'll add this to the menu. All right. So now we have hotel booking, right? So I'll click on Save Menu, and now let's take a look at our website. Okay, so when you just go to the website, they're first going to see this page. But let's say, for example, they want to, you know, book a hotel. Here at the top, they'll click on Hotel Booking, and then it'll now take them to this specific page right here, where you just can now go ahead and, you know, book a hotel, right? So here we go, confirm, and then search, and voila, it'll take them to trip.com, where they can go ahead and find their specific hotel for their family or for their, you know, whoever they want to book for. Okay, now the very last thing I want to talk about before I let you all go is the theme customizer. So here at the top, you might want to adjust this up here. And this is actually not part of the page builder. It's actually part of the WordPress theme. So this is the Blocksy theme customizer. Now Blocksy is very robust. There is so many things this thing can do. But what I want to first do is click on the little nighttime logo, and then I'll click on header. The header will essentially allow you to decorate this part up here. So for example, here we have logo, right? I can take this logo and drag and drop it onto different parts of the menu, and then it'll create a whole new row, right? But let's just say, for instance, you want to add a logo here. I'll double click on the logo, and then here you're going to see logo. So this is where you can upload your logo, right? So for example, I'll click on the logo here. And let's just say you want to use like something else as your logo, you know, maybe this backpack or something, right? You'll now see that the backpack changes, right? And if you do have a logo, you can just upload it here, right? So let's say, I don't think this will work, right? Uber, will this work? Let's see will that work. Okay, that actually looks pretty cool, right? So you can upload your logo right here. If you want to get rid of these buttons, you'll just close these buttons here. You don't really need an account. You don't really need a search. You don't need any of this. Maybe here, I'll add the menu on the right side. And I think that actually looks a lot nicer, right? So once you're done editing this, you'll then click on Publish, and then close the theme customizer. And then voila, we have now adjusted the menu for our websites. Now, just some information about this website. So once people actually book through your website or through your filter, you will see the earnings go up right here. So you have the impressions. This is how many times people actually saw the actual search filter. Here is clicks. This is how many times people have actually used that specific search filter. And then here is a list of available programs, right? So every program will actually show you how many times people have actually used it, right? So here is a list of all of the programs. If you do want to go ahead and apply for all of these, you can go ahead and apply for all of them. Make sure that you do select your payout method, so they'll pay you from various ways. So right here, I'll put in United States. And then you can get paid with PayPal, bank accounts, web money, and so on and so forth. Here we have reports. Reports will just show the reports. You can see bookings. You can also see referrals. And then here you have learning, where it has like a cool little academy, and then also bonuses and stuff like that, right? So they do give a bunch of bonuses here. I'm not really sure how how this works, but you do get bonuses. I think this is if you actually start getting referrals. And then below that, we have, the options, light mode and dark mode and stuff like that. So yeah, make sure to visit this website. And if you do have any questions about this, let me know in the comments below. This is very self-explanatory. It's not complicated whatsoever. And I think this is actually a great thing to add to your websites. And also, if you want to get some quick commissions, it's also good because you can refer yourself and make a small commission. All right, party people, thank you all so much for watching this tutorial. If you have any questions for me, let me know in the comments below. Also, let me know how I did. I think this is a great plugin. I think this actually is much better than like going to like ThemeForest and getting some directory, flight hotel theme where you have to add all these manually. Like there's no way you're gonna add all those in manually, right? So I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. My name is Daryl Wilson. I'll see you all later.